Hello everyone, it's your girl Pretty Sarah. Today on your screens I'm going to show you how I prepare my palm nut soup. Ok, so oggi vi faccio vedere come preparo una zuppa che noi ghanesi chiamiamo abenquai e i nigeriani ho sentito che anche loro lo chiamano banga soup. So the soup, Nigerians call it banga soup and we Ghanaians call it palm nut soup abenquai. Until on your screens you can see all the ingredients. Okay, so just look on the screens and I'll make sure I list all the ingredients in the description box. So whilst the mackerel and the rest of the meat have been put in the oven, let's start with the shaki. Okay, Ghana for breakfast a towel. So let's cook this one, no time to waste. Then I went ahead to cut 2 of my onions, and then this one I'm gonna leave it whole and put it in the soup. You'll see what I'll do with it. Hey, anyway, the way I suffered to get this catfish, so I've divided it into 2. It's not easy to come by these things. And then I left one, I kept one in the freezer. Okay, so over there I was checking on the mackerel and the meat. I took the meat and the cow foot out and added them to the shaki so they all cook together. Okay, I pre-cooked the shaki because it's hard. So let everything go in, cover, and then go ahead and blend your vegetables. So in my blender I have the 2 onions that I cut and the habanero pepper, and that's the tomatoes I'm using. Okay, that's the tomato I'm using. I'm not adding any water. I'm using that to blend it until it's smooth and transfer everything onto the protein. All right, to your meat. Rinse the blender, add it, stir gently and allow it to cook. Remember, the protein has to be hard because it takes quite some time for banga soup or abenquai or palm nut soup to be ready. So if you have fresh ginger, use it. I didn't have it, so I used my powdered ginger. All right, I mean that goes well with it as well. Then I added my beef seasoning. Stir to combine. I did not add salt now. I'll add it later. You'll see it, because before I put the meat, the cow feet and the beef in the oven, I sprinkled some salt. So I wanted it to come to a rolling boil for me to taste. Okay, if you are making palm nut soup or any soup at all, but most especially palm nut soup and contomere or palava sauce, make sure that you don't add too much salt, because once they sit or the next day, the salt in them intensifies. I don't know how it works. Maybe it's the palm oil, I don't know, but that's what I've noticed. So please remember, you can always add, but you can't take out. Hey, please let me remind you that if you haven't yet subscribed or you are watching me for the first time, kindly click on the subscribe button and please like my videos and share for me. Thank you very much. So those of us in the diaspora, we use the tinned palm nuts soup base. That's what we use. So today I'm making use of the nkulenu brand. Hey, nkulenu, mama sponsor me, okay? So the nkulenu, the one with the prekese, okay, and the turkey berries. The de kwen suswa any prekese one, you get me? Hey, prekese bro, for the same. Please, can beji momo, okay? The first 5 people to tell me prekese's English name, you receive momo. Hey, I'm not lying, bronye, but give away, okay? Let's see those who watch all my videos. They don't skip through it. All right, so I divided my nkulenu palm soup base because that was a lot. Okay, I bought the big can, the bigger one. All right, and then I rinsed it. Hey, no waste. And please, once you mix it with hot water, I do that for a reason. Okay, just let it sit for a couple of minutes. There's this small black particles under that we don't need in our soup. So once you put it in a bowl, in any container of your choice, add hot water, mix well for everything to dissolve, let it sit for some minutes, and then add it to your soup. Okay, so just look what you're going to see. I mean, what I'm talking about, the black particles. Okay, so can you see that? We don't need that in our soup. Okay, stir to mix gently. Please hit on the like button for me. And before I poured that mixture into it, I took the big onion that I added to the soup out. One may say, why not blend everything and season the meat with it? That's doable, but trust me, there's this extra flavor that this method brings. So try it out. And that's the remaining of the mackerel. Okay? So I didn't want to waste my time. I grilled or put all the mackerel in the oven and then divided it into 3 and store them in the freezer. So each time I'm making a soup, I make sure that I grab 3 pieces, which makes a whole mackerel. Okay, and hey, this stock, it goes straight into the soup. That's the stock I got after grilling the mackerel. Okay, so that's the adjene, the catfish, the dried one. What is palm nut soup without adjene? I should have made this soup long time ago, but I couldn't. I mean, I didn't, because I was waiting to get adjene. The flavor alone. Ha! Please, if you haven't tried dried catfish, do so, okay? And thank me later. So see, the oil has begun settling on top. If you know palm fruit, you know that we get palm oil from it, okay? It contains oil. So once the oil begins to settle on top, I mean, it's an indication that your soup is going to be done in little time. So then I went ahead to add the mackerel. Remember, it's been cooked already in the oven. Okay, so it's going to take a few more minutes. Allow it to simmer, so reduce the heat. Abbassa il fuoco. È quasi pronto. Scusatemi, mi sono dimenticata di parlare l'italiano. Oh, scusatemi, e parlavo solamente l'inglese. Cioè, insomma, questa zuppa è deliziosa. Guardate benissimo gli ingredienti e provatelo a casa. So after a few minutes of simmering, look at the soup. Tell me if you wouldn't eat. Bring your fufu and come for it.